if what takes place at the start of Matthew 26 doesn't confirm just how far off the mark these religious leaders were, then I don't know what will. I mean, here we have these priests, these elders meeting in a palace, plotting Jesus's arrest and ultimately death. How they were going to kill Jesus. So for a group of men who were so concerned about keeping the law, I don't know how they thought that thou shalt not kill did not apply in this situation. And I get it. They were claiming that Jesus was a blasphemer, that he was claiming to be the Son of God, and he was not. But let's be honest, if they took a step back and looked at the whole situation and analyzed it, they would have saw that the error was in them. They were jealous, they were prideful, they were arrogant. Jesus was stealing their thunder, if you will, because all Jesus did was good. But these religious leaders, they were being exposed. And so they thought the way to handle this situation was to kill a good man. But he was far more than that, as we know. He was and is the Son of God. And so just know that when you follow Jesus, following Christ means you will be disliked, misunderstood, rejected, but also know that's the treatment that Jesus received. That's the treatment his disciples received. I mean, there was one that we read at least in Acts, one religious leader who realized that they could not stop whatever God had anointed. If you read in Acts chapter 5, a particular man says, look, if this is of God, we will not be able to stop it, what these disciples are doing. But if it isn't, then it will just fade away. It'll pass on. But guess what? It hasn't faded away. It has kept going strong because of disciples who made disciples who were so faithful, so sure of what they believed that they would die for it. I mean, think about that. Here in America, there was a Watergate scandal with a particular president, and those who were involved couldn't keep alive for a week or two. And I believe it was 12. The irony of that number 12 couldn't hold alive for even a week or two. And so they eventually came clean. And I say that because the disciples, if it was a lie, if Jesus wasn't who he said he was, someone, one person, would have said, oh, this is just a big hoax. This is not real. But yet so many have died for their faith in Jesus. And that strengthens my faith all the more that they were so sure that we can be that sure. So again, when you are following Jesus, you will be rejected. But just know that you are on the right path when that happens, because it happened to Jesus, it happened to his disciples, and it happened to so many others who followed his example.